back to the channel. We are out here at Wild Horse Pass, made our way all the way to Phoenix, Arizona, Chandler to be exact, and we're getting set up, getting ready to go to Tech. But this place is pretty awesome so far. Ran around, took a sneak peek of the track last night. They were still working on it, so couldn't get a real good idea of what it's going to be like, but pretty pumped. Tech's right over there, grandstands, track. So getting this super stock truck ready to go. Well, something that's definitely not new is waiting in the Tech line.
For those new to the channel and new to off-road, we have to go through Tech. So you can see we're waiting our turn, we're rolling up into Tech inspection, and I get out, take my safety equipment that I wear over to a table, and it gets checked through by the race officials, and then there's also another Tech inspector looking over the truck at the same time. So I'm running open V8, so not a lot of truck specific mechanical rules other than making sure I got a V8 engine. And so this Tech inspector is looking at like seat belts, making sure my seat's good, making sure my cage is built properly, making sure my window net's good, and checking all that stuff out and make sure I'm ready to race. So we passed Tech, and now it's time to roll out and hit the track.
We're back from Tech, and they just checked a bunch of safety stuff. They're pretty thorough about it. They don't really have any like open V8 class rules to check on me, but we do have some contingency stickers to put on and series stickers. So they have a website or a form you go on and fill out the contingencies that you can apply for or are eligible for. And so K&N, I got to find a spot on the truck for them, and then we also have to put the Great American Short Course stickers on, and so we stuck one right there with the Champ Off-Road sticker. So just getting ready, and then I forgot to ask if we can remove bed sites for practice. Got to figure that out. Got to get our radios on the Race Director channel for Great American Short Course. We go over to the SCHQ guy for that, but so far so good. The clouds have come out a little bit and giving us some shade. It's supposed to be 102 degrees today, so it's definitely higher for October. We're not used to that. So we're out here on the track at Wild Horse Pass. Brand new track to us, so we're just out here looking for, basically, like, if this was an autocross, we're looking for the key cones that we're going to be making our turns and brake points on, and just getting a feel for it. In the class I'm running with, I'm going out first, so I want to make sure I lead the group in the right direction, and yeah, hit the track swinging. Here's another look at the track here. There's no grass breaking up the track. It's all just sandy dirt basically, and that'll be interesting, picking off where to make our braking and turning points with not much to go off of. So pretty pumped for practice, gonna see how we do. We're back from practice. Went pretty well. I noticed that we had a little bit of an engine misfire, and it's 102 degrees out, so we're gonna pull off some of the engine panels because we just don't need them out here. The track's, it was pretty loamy and watery. I guess it's not loamy, but out here it'd be sandy. But we're gonna pull the back engine panels off to let the hot air from the headers escape. But I did have a spark plug wire back in there pop off, and I did feel that. We've been running the Ford Racing spark plug wires and have been having problems with them. So hopefully we can figure something out there, but we've got another practice and another qualifier today, and then we're gonna wake up and at probably about 8:30 we have a qualifier for Sunday's race. So pretty excited with how much track time we're getting out here at Great American Short Course. Truck's doing good. Got the body panels off now for practice. But yeah, it's good to come out in a non-points race and just get some more seat time, more track time. The track is really tight, but it's at the same time flowy. It's kind of weird, but a lot of second gear, not getting into third very much except on the back stretch. Could probably use to put a different gear set in it, but man, it'd have to be really low to take full advantage of third gear. And I kind of like how we're running out second all the way. So let's get this truck ready and see how the next practice goes.
And we're going green this time by with Zach Goodenkoff taking the first green flag in that super stock. He'll cross the line and trip. Rob Orr will cross the line. In the mini stock, a couple more mini stocks coming up. Veenstra will trip the clock, as well as Anthony Chusey. Hey, does Anthony have new bedsides? Get out. I think that's an old step side on the right rear. No way, he's got a new body panel. Wow. He's been running the same ones for about 3 years now, I think. So it looks like Justin Miller's the only one that hasn't come out and tripped the clock. In fact, I think he didn't even make the call. But our first driver coming up on the front stretch, taking the lap number 1, will be Goodenkoff with a 5.250. 5.250 for Zach. First mini stock will be Rob Orr with a 5.571. 5.571 for Rob Orr. Ben Vriestra, second quick in that class with a 5.625, and Anthony Chusey, third quick in that class with a 5.639. And here come the Class 11s. Quick one so far is Kyle Zerkis. Oh no, just like that, Rick Boyer trips the clock at 5.759. 5.759 for Rick Boyer. Zerkis with a 5.891, and Daniel Boswell 5.949. And here comes Goodenkoff one more time. He'll take the white flag with a 5.176. Considerably quicker than lap number 1 by over a full second. And the 15 of Rob Orr, he's quicker as well, 5.497. Bent Veenstra moves up to the quick time with a 5.419. 5.419, quick time for Veenstra. Chusey crosses the line, still third quick. A little bit slower on this lap with a 5.692. And here come once again the Class 11s. Zerkis quick with a 5.747. Rick Boyer, his last lap was a 5.789. And Boswell with a 5.966. And the checker flag comes out for Goodenkoff in that super stock, the 5.110.
All right, we're getting ready. We qualified earlier today. Did good. The track was a little overwatered and rutted up because they didn't prep it, but I think we ran about a second slower than we did in that second practice where the track was perfect, but still on the pole because we're the only ones in open V8. So we qualify again in the morning at like 8:30 for Sunday's race, and then at like 2:20 Central Time, so about 2 hours before that for Mountain Time, we have a 12-lap race, which is really cool. But right now we're just getting ready. We just washed the truck, and after each session we scraped the mud off just to keep some weight off the truck, and we had a whole strip that size all the way down this pit mat, and Andrew's just putting it in our oil drain pan and hauling it out by the fence. And my dad, he's working on putting a new headlight panel in because that was broke out from Crandon and just didn't fix it. But getting this truck ready to go. We didn't have really enough water to wash much of the truck, but we wanted to get the coolers back here washed out because we battled keeping this truck cool in that 102-degree weather. So getting ready for tomorrow.
Rick Boyer, maybe? He's off the track right now qualifying. First time by, the time for Zach Gudenkoff is 4:9:16. 4:9:16. Now a mini stock crossing the line. Checker flags coming out. Last time by for Gudenkoff, and his best lap, 4:8:49 for the open V8.
It's a good looking truck.
Yeah, they do a really, really good job of maintaining that thing. The body panels almost look brand spanking new.
Yeah, nice wrap job.
And that's their own company. How about that? They got a, what do you call it, decal or vinyl graphics company, and they raise cattle. They got a cattle farm. Only in Missouri.
That's right.
All right, we're back from qualifying. It's really windy here in Arizona today, so we had to take our white tent down, unfortunately. But first out, it was nice and cool this morning, so the truck ran a lot cooler, but the temperatures are rising, so it's going to be interesting to see what the truck temps do. We're still fighting that, but yeah, we're ready for the 12-lap race coming up. Dad's just checking everything over, making sure the drive shaft's good. Andrew's torquing lug nuts. We already checked the spark plugs, filled it up with fuel, and it was pretty dry track this morning for qualifying for tomorrow's race, so didn't have to wash the truck or anything. So wish me luck out there.
Zach Gudenkoff in the 891, the lone super stock truck up front. Of the world, you still have Dirt City, and there's a couple others right there in the Midwest. Should say Wisconsin.
River too.
Yeah. Yep.
I gotta say, it's really great.
Doesn't appear to be under full power. So in qualifying. Track photographer, I would not be taking pictures of Choosy right now. Last thing I'd want is a picture of me being passed by a Volkswagen.
And that just happened. He will pay not to get those out.
Compio is out, so we'll, as soon as the last Class 11 goes by,
we'll re-rack, restack.
Our Honda will jump out, Pacefield will jump out onto the track, and has.
So that Honda Pioneer's going to go ahead and recollect the field here. We'll bring them back down and around.
Well, they're all caught up. We'll see if we go to green this time by. As that Pioneer's coming out of turn 4 right now. We'll see, the green flag looks to be in hand. And yes, he's pulling off. We're going back to green this time by. with Zach Gudenkoff up front in that super stock. That is a nice looking truck. Choosey's trying to get the jump and going into turn 1. Still on the outside of Veenstra. Side by side in the mini stocks. It looked like they tapped a little bit off that jump.
Yeah. Ah, look at this. 3 wide, the mini stocks almost going there. Ah, look at this. 3 wide, the mini stocks almost going there.
Like a ball joint or something. I don't know if he's got A-arms or if it's I-beams, but something don't look quite right in that left front.
Some great shots there. I've loved.
Oh, here we go. Boyer goes inside of Boswell. Checks up a little bit, coming out of the corner. Zach Gudenkoff in the super stock Ford F-150.
Man, Zach, that is one good-looking truck. I like it. Let's get you up on top of the box here. First of all, welcome to the Great American Short Course Series, and every winner to Young Chocolate Milk, part of the rite of passage here. And of course, open V8, this is yours right here. Let me give you this here too, $100 from K&N.
I appreciate that. It means a lot. I'm really impressed with Great American Short Course. Everything from checking our safety equipment to running these guys through, letting us qualify is huge for sportsmen. So I really appreciate that.
And you run the more series back there with all the sportsman classes, which you'll be running a lot with our AOE stuff.
Yeah, we're looking forward to next year. I'll say that we're not used to this heat when we're running the truck, so I know I was out there by myself, but I had all the gauges pegged. It's just such a fun track, and I couldn't help but push it. And need the seat time. I love that we got to be out on track for 10 laps yesterday. That's huge. You know, it shows that you guys care about the sportsman drivers, and makes it worthwhile coming out here.
Absolutely, Zach. We want to thank you for being out here. We definitely, and I know you probably want to thank some people.
Yeah, want to thank my wife. Want to thank my family, my dad and brother, coming all the way out here. Sportsmen, you work 40-hour week, and then you got to burn it every single day of vacation you have, and it's huge. So we put in just as much as all these pro teams, and any sportsman driver will tell you that. And want to thank Max Motors, Unique Label, Gudenkoff Farms, Birch Construction, Self and Son Diagnostics, Cartech, CBR, Scat Crankshafts, Heritage Farm Power, and everybody else that gets me out here. Thank you.
Give it up this man right here, Zach Gudenkoff. Great to have him out here, and hope we'll be seeing a lot more of him as we grow our series here.
It's now Sunday out here at Wild Horse Pass with the Great American Short Course Series, and brought home the hardware yesterday. Hopefully I got a bunch of video clips in there of the race. But that was a lot of fun. The track is super flowy for how tight it is. The track prep crew did a great job getting the track ready. It was super smooth, could ride the cushion, and the moisture is just right in it. So these guys know what they're doing out here. And here's a look at the trophy. Pretty sweet. It's got the mountains and the cactus drawn on there and cut out, and then they painted over it, and all the sponsors of the Great American Short Course Series. But the views are awesome when you're sitting on the track, and so it's a good representation of what it's like out here on that trophy. But we got the truck ready. We washed it last night, made some minor checks over the truck, but other than just running warmer than normal with the heat, it's been 102, 103 out here. Haven't had any issues with the truck, so knock on wood there. Really happy with how the transmission's performing, the converter and the engine. All that stuff is finally come together, and glad to get out here. We've got 22 laps in the truck so far out on the track, and I'm gonna put another 12 in today, hopefully. So let's see how the race goes. We're going to be headed to the driver's meeting now. Track crew out getting the track ready. They got a bunch of grandstand seating here. It does get hot because it's so warm and you're open, but pretty nice to be able to come up here and find an open seat pretty easily. The layout of the Wild Horse Pass Motor Park, we got the drag boat lake, got the drag strip. Over there's a road course for cars, another road course over there for cars. That could be for go-karts, I don't know, it's a little tighter, but then out here you have the off-road track, so pretty sweet setup.
Bugs there. Which technically the Baja Bug was the ones with the open rear ends, the big stingers in the back, jacked up. These are full fendered Class 11s, but hey, as long as they talk about it, I'm happy. Turn number 3 looks just perfect right now as they rotate around. Not too wet, not too dry. They're throwing a nice little roost out there. You're not going to see a big roost out of the Class 11s there. I believe these things only had, original from the factory, 35 horsepower back in the day.
Yeah.
Pheonix goes by one more time here, put another one in the stripe here.
Out of northern Missouri, about an hour, I guess, north of Wheatland, Missouri, is a landmark that we use.
Good cattle country up there. Dynamics a little bit.
Class 11's car, let's see, Boyer. He's having a pretty good weekend. Set fast time on Friday, won yesterday. Leading the race again today.
Motor back in. It's like, I can't believe I'm running from bugs.
So we should be getting, it looks like, the comp yellow this time around with Goodenkoff as our overall leader in that super stock. Now, Dave, you've seen it happen, but these super stock trucks, they got what? 18, 20 of them on the track,
yeah.
And they're all like
they're
that,
insane.
all fast, and I mean, it's just this side of being what the Class 8s for short course was 25 years ago.
Oh yeah.
And these trucks are quick, they handle well, the driving talent behind the wheel, and they're out here doing a couple of laps. You know, Zach and his family, I believe it's his dad and his brother, if I remember right, but they're partly here to promote this class. You know, to prove a point that they want to travel.
Oh yeah, we'd love to see them at you know, some of the races out here, be part of it, and it would be awesome to see 10, like you said, 10, 12 of those trucks out there banging around.
I mean, some of their programs are every bit as professional as, you know, Greaves and Kincaid.
That thing sounds just so smooth and quiet as that goes by. Truck handles so nice. Really watching how he sets up in these turns, and they got the track perfect for him right now.
Yes, that was a stock truck in that stock class truck that Tim Jones and the regional series started out here to create a new class. That was run as a stock truck out here back in the day. White flag is out as Zach Gudenkoff goes by, followed closely by Brent Rienstra and Rob Orr.
Kyle Zerk is still out front. Rick Boyle's now moved back to that second position, as we said earlier. Daniel Bothwell in that third position. He's looking for redemption after yesterday, but still plugging away.
Unless Zerkis has a major issue, I don't think Rick is going to be able to fill him in. Checkered flag is out for Zach Gudenkoff. But we want to thank them for coming out here and being a part of round 6 and 7 of the Great American Short Course Series. So we're going to send Dave down trackside, talk to our top finishers in all three classes. In just a moment, we'll pop up that backdrop, hand out some chocolate milk to the winners, and get ready for limited buggies, limited cars.
All right, we'll go ahead and bring up Zach first here, and we'll talk to him. Well, we were up there, Zach, earlier, and we were talking. I'm going to get up here too, but how that track looked with you guys. I mean, it looked like the dirt was perfect. The truck was just handling beautiful.
Yeah, I'm used to working with a cushion that's already developed from races before. So we're in there working the cushion. When I was going through the pace lap and the competition caution, I was trying to work in my own groove. But the dirt's really nice. I'm surprised. You know, people talk about how good the dirt is back in the Midwest, but you guys have kept it watered and kept the track smooth, and it made for really great racing. So.
And with the heat and the wind, it's just not easy. It's either sometimes too wet, too dry, but then Calvin just got it just right.
Right. Yeah, it was getting a little wet there on the practice day, but I know you guys got to keep the moisture to it because it's 102 degrees out, and it's really worked in for race day.
So what's up for you next?
We're getting ready for Oklahoma, and too bad Superstock didn't get to run there. So we had a truck. We were like, let's come out here, but because the truck's got to get tore down for next year anyways, so might as well put some more laps on it for the same money. So.
Well, Zach, do you like to thank some of your sponsors?
Yeah, I'd like to thank Unique Label, Goodenkoff Arms, Max Motors, Mark 1 Electric, Birch Construction, Self and Son Diagnostics and Repair, Tommy's Garage, Heritage Farm Power, CBR, CarTech, Scat Crankshafts, my wife, my family, Coulter watching at home, my Uncle Marion watching at home, and my mom. Thanks to everyone that gets me out here, and looking forward to next year, see what next year brings. So.
Well, we'll keep an eye on Zach Goodenkoff, everybody. Can't wait to see what he does next year and be part of the new AOE series going on.